Hello, seniors. This is Mr. Newbold from the guidance office with a video of important things for you to know about your senior year. So it's nice to talk to you guys without a mask. I know that's kind of a rare thing these days. So um, I know that your junior year ended kind of different, and your senior year is shaping up to also be unique. But that doesn't mean that things change as far as college and making plans and stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about planning for after your senior year. So, want to give you some information in this presentation, help you with planning, give you some resources, and answer some questions for you. I know some of you have a really good plan already going. I know some of you haven't really thought about it yet. So my goal is that you will leave with more information than before you started watching this video. Um, so in the next couple weeks, I'm going to send you a summary via email that is going to have information tailored just for you. So it's going to say this is the diploma I think you're working on, or that you've told me you're working on, how many credits you have, your GPA, all your test scores, all that kind of stuff. So when you get that, please double check it. If something is not right on there, please let me know, or if something looks incorrect, get a hold of me, please. And then in the next few days, you're going to get by email a Google form that I would ask you to please fill out. And you're just going to tell me, like, what are your plans after graduation, any questions you have, things you're thinking about, so that I can help you get ready for life after graduation. So, different ways that you can contact us. You can fill out the Google request to see a counselor. There's a link for that. The QR codes outside of the guidance office on the colored sheets of paper. Those links might also be in the ellipse on the colored sheets of paper. Just point your camera, your phone's camera, to that QR code, and it should pop up with a link to do a form. If you want me to send a pass for you, if it's a quick question, shoot me an email. Anytime. You're also welcome to call or shoot me a text message. Those numbers are both up here. We could also set up a Google Meet if you would rather do that, if you're more comfortable doing that. But lots of different ways to get a hold of us, to get a hold of me in particular. So if you need something, please reach out. So, information about senior year. Work hard in your classes. I know that sometimes seniors say, "Oh, I want to take an easier senior year." Colleges are not going to be impressed with your easy senior year. So you want to have a strong schedule. You want to keep your grades up. The college you choose to attend will get your transcript at graduation, and if there are big changes in your grades, that's going to be a problem, and they can unadmit you to that school. But even if you're not, we get employers, we get military folks that contact us for transcripts and grades. So even though it's your senior year, don't take it easy. Don't start slacking off. Finish your remaining requirements for your diploma. If you need credit recovery, get it done. If you have a credit that is not on your senior schedule, we need to get that squared away. I've emailed a lot of you this summer about a lot of those things, but if you look through your schedule for senior year and you're missing a credit, and we need to get that in your schedule, please get a hold of me soon. Read your email. Check your email every day. Colleges, us, teachers, you're going to be getting a lot of really important things by email this year. So really important that you're reading your email and you're paying attention to all of it every single day. And that's a really good life skill to have in the future. But senior year is a great time to start making sure that you are checking your email every day. If you don't have a career plan in mind right now, that's okay, but great time to start working on that. You don't need to commit to a career plan, but it's good to have an idea and something that you're working towards, but also know that that might change. So right now, you might be wanting to be a nurse or go into some kind of nursing, but also know that, maybe if you take classes in college, you decide it's not really your thing. That's okay. So it's good to have a plan, but also to know that that plan can be flexible. you haven't signed up for an SAT or an ACT, if you're going to college, you want to make sure you do that. I can email you the dates and stuff for signing up for the SAT or ACT. Remember, colleges are going to take your best scores, so it doesn't hurt you to take it more times if you want to. But if you have a score you like, there's no need to retake it. But if you're planning on going to college and you haven't taken the SAT or the ACT, contact me and we can get you squared away there. Also, prepare for the SAT or the ACT. You get really good free test prep when you register for an SAT or an ACT through that testing organization. So like SAT has free test prep through Khan Academy that's based off your PSAT answers. It's really good. But ACT has something really similar too. So we'll also be sending out information about Zap's SAT online prep classes. They're like 5 hours and you do it all online with a live instructor. So they kind of replace the ones that we've had here in the past that students have really liked and found was really useful. But you'll have a teacher you're working with online, so it's like a live class. So really good. They're about $99, I think, if you want something a little bit more than the free test prep that SAT and ACT gives you. Don't forget, if you're 21st century or you're on free or reduced lunch, I can give you a fee waiver for SAT, ACT, and your college application. So if you're a 21st century scholar or you're on free or reduced lunch, contact me or Mr. Reber. Mr. Reber is our college and career advisor. And one of us can get you a code for waiving your test fees and your application fees. We'll be sending out stuff about virtual college rep visits and just all sorts of, colleges are doing a lot more virtual tours online. So make sure, even though in this time of COVID, it's hard to travel and congregate, but still do some research to make sure a college is the right fit for you. And virtual tours are a really good way to do that. You can see different parts of the campus, see the buildings, see the parts that you're interested in. So don't neglect that part of checking out a campus before you decide that's where you want to attend. If you're interested in the military, keep working with your recruiter. If you're interested in the military and you do not have a recruiter, contact me or Mr. Reber, and we can get you hooked up with the Plainfield recruiters for that branch of the military. Okay, so you want to apply to college. What is the procedure? How do you do that? You may have heard about the Common Application. So Common App is a way where you can do one application and send it to multiple different schools. Not every school uses Common App. So, if you're only going to apply to one school, go ahead and apply directly to that school via their website. Common App is a little bit more work than just applying to one school. So if you're only going to apply to one school, use Common App. Or if you're only applying to one school that uses Common App, if you're only applying to one school, go ahead and apply directly. But Common App is good for more than one school. You don't have to use it. You can use it. But it's a way to fill out a lot of information and then apply to a lot of different places using that same information. If you use Common App, you still have to pay each time you apply somewhere. Application fees can be $30, $50. Rarely they're free, but Common App's an easy way to apply to more than one college, but you still have to pay every time you do that. You're going to do the transcript request form after you have applied to a college. So you're either going to apply through Common App or you're going to apply directly to the college via their website, iupui.edu, purdue.edu, and apply directly there. When you apply, make sure you pay all your application fees. And then you're going to do the transcript request form. So I've mentioned form to see your counselor, transcript request form. If I were you, I would have a folder or in your bookmarks or something where you have all these links to these different guidance forms. So you may want to have a guidance folder in your bookmarks that has transcript request, how to see your counselor, how to make a schedule change, all that kind of stuff. So apply to the college, then make sure you request your transcript. The college will not contact us and say, Jessica Smith applied to Butler, please send her transcript. They're not going to do that. So you have to make sure that you tell us that we need to send your transcript to the college that you applied to. Once you do that, we'll send it. It might take us 48 hours or so, especially if it's a weekend. But we'll get that sent as soon as you do the request. And then you're going to request letters of rec through either Common App or directly by email. So you're going to want to do that way ahead of time. So if not every college requires a letter of rec, some will accept them, some require them, some say we don't want them. Generally, for a public university, they don't take a lot of letters of rec, or that's not a big part of the application. But a lot of times for private or smaller universities, they do require a letter of rec. So either you're going to do that through Common App. When you're in the Common application, there's a way that you can send an email to somebody and ask for a letter of recommendation, or you'll just do it directly via email and follow the procedure that the college outlines for you. Sometimes a college will say, we require 2 letters of rec. Give us the email address of your 2 recommenders, and the college will send them a link. Sometimes they'll have you upload that. So the tough thing about college applications is every place does it different. Common App is useful to apply to a lot of different places if schools use Common App, but every college does things differently. So it's up to you to know the how that application works for that college and make sure all your stuff is in on time. For letters of rec, give at least 2 weeks for that person to write the letter and get it to the college. So if there's a November 1st priority deadline and you're doing a letter of rec, make sure you talk to your recommender by October 17th at the earliest. So make sure you give your recommenders plenty of time to write your letter. You're probably not going to get a great letter if you tell a recommender you waited till the last minute and they need to send your letter tomorrow. Keep that in mind. And then your SAT and your ACT scores are on your transcript, but some colleges will only take SAT and ACT scores directly from SAT and ACT. So IU, IUPUI, Purdue, and there are others that will only take your test scores directly from SAT or ACT. So if they require those, make sure you send them. Nobody can do that but you, and your application will be incomplete until you get those sent out. Financial aid and scholarship. So we're going to have a FAFSA workshop. FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. So what that is usually with the help of a parent, you will sit down and enter some income, and then every college that accepts you can pull your financial information and then offer you financial aid if you qualify. So you can do that starting October 1st. I would recommend that everybody do a FAFSA just because that gets your foot in the door for financial aid. They may say, you don't qualify for any financial aid, but especially with everything going on, if a parent loses a job or your income level changes, then having your FAFSA done gets your foot in the door to say, hey, we need to change our FAFSA. Income's different. Then you might get some financial aid. Keep an eye on the scholarship list. There aren't a ton of scholarships first semester. The bulk of scholarships come February, March, and April, and May. So you want to start thinking about that, but there's not going to be a ton of scholarships to apply for until second semester. But you might want to check the scholarship and financial aid list that is on the website and that we'll send out to you. It might already be up there, but we'll send it out too. Check that, and another good thing to bookmark for your guidance bookmarks. So first semester is kind of applying. Second semester is more scholarships and financial aid. You get tons of scholarships out there for all kinds of different things: academic, non-academic, religious background, where your parents work, organizations you or your parents might belong to. It's definitely true that the students who get the most scholarships are the ones that apply to a lot of different scholarships. So Hendricks County Community Foundation is due like September 14th. That's a ton of different scholarships you apply to all at once. Make sure you at least have a plan for scholarships and financial aid, and that might just be doing your FAFSA starting October 1st and then keeping an eye on the scholarship list here. So this is really important. You are responsible for all of your deadlines, applications, things you have to do, important dates, your senior year. I do not recommend having a parent do all of your college applications for you. You're going to be going to college in less than a year, and if you can't or won't make time to apply to college, you're going to have trouble doing your own laundry, studying for classes, getting to classes. There is nobody in college that is going to remind you or be on you about the things you have to do in college. If you don't register for classes for a semester, college doesn't care. I mean, they're not going to send you an email saying, hey, don't forget, you got to register by the deadline. The deadline will come, the deadline will go, and you will not have a schedule. So, senior year is a really good time to start taking control of your education, maybe a little bit more than you have had to in the past. But it is not up to mom and dad or somebody else to take care of meeting all your deadlines and your applications. They might help you with that, but you need to know what's going on and how the process works. Be a part of your college application process and the things you have to do senior year. Very important. Like I said, Hendricks County Community Foundation scholarship deadline is Wednesday, September 16th at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Hard deadline. They will not accept anything turned in at 3:01. I promise you, I've seen it happen. This includes letters of recommendation. Everything has to be in by September 16th, 3 p.m. No exceptions. So the Hendricks County Community Foundation is like, I don't know how many, 20, 30, 40 different scholarships. You do one application, takes care of everything. SAT dates coming up September 26th. That is offered at Plainfield. I don't think there are spots left, but sign up for an SAT or an ACT. You just pick a date, and then it'll tell you where there are spots for that day. So you can take it at Avon, Ben Davis, IUPUI, Butler. You can take it anywhere you want. You don't have to take it here at Plainfield. But if you haven't signed up for an SAT or ACT, that should be your number one priority right now. More ACT dates coming up. We're going to have a financial aid night, maybe in person, maybe virtual, but we'll have a financial aid night here coming up this fall. And then, like I said, FAFSA window opens October 1st. We'll have a FAFSA day. The deadline, ultimate deadline, is April 15th in Indiana for the FAFSA, but that date's pretty far away. So college application priority deadline is November 1st. That does not mean you should wait till November 1st to turn in your application. So most colleges are making decisions as they're getting applications. So students have started applying for college now. You don't need to do it tonight, but the sooner the better. Spots are being filled up with every application that colleges are getting every day. So if you wait until November 1st, there's going to be way less spots than if you apply September 1st. So don't feel like November 1st priority deadline, I've got time. You can start it now. You can do it now. Answers are probably coming a lot more quickly now than they will November 1st. Purdue's a little bit of an exception. Last year they waited to tell everybody until December, but colleges are making decisions now. So there is no reason to wait and sleep on this. Start applying to college now. Don't wait for the November 1st deadline, but that is a priority deadline. You can still apply after November 1st, but it's not going to look as good if you wait that long. And there's really no reason to wait until November 1st. And so you need to make sure you request your transcript October 14th. That is also going to be, I think, a PCC day. So I don't know what you guys are doing on that date, but like I said, make sure you give us a couple weeks to get your transcripts in by November 1st. You're going to hear back whenever. Things might be kind of different with COVID this year. I haven't heard of any college acceptances or denials going out yet, but I think they're coming here pretty soon. Herf Jones will tell you about cap and gown order announcements. Everybody's got to rent a cap and gown. Can't use an old one from a sibling because we changed the style that we used a couple years ago. So you'll be hearing more about how to order your cap and gown and your announcements and all that kind of stuff. It'll be coming this fall. So I am available for all of you guys in any way that you need. If you want to do a Google Meet with, mom, dad, you, and I, we can do that. Like I said, Mr. Reber is our college and career advisor. So he is available for questions as well. Obviously I do scheduling and transcripts and a lot of other different things, PSAT and AP. Mr. Reber just does college and career stuff. So he's a really good person to meet with as well. But I'm here to help you in any way that you need it. So please reach out and you know don't wait on this stuff. I know like you just started your senior year, it might seem overwhelming and there's a lot of other stuff going on, but really important to not wait to get started. And if you need help with that, we can help you. Reach out, let us know. But now is the time to start making your plans for after graduation. So please reach out. Let me know if you need anything, and have a great day.